Hey there, Ulti Zeta here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Sword. In the last episode, I've already forgotten everything we did. I think we got a Pokedex at some point, but the beginning of this game is just kind of slow and a blur anyway, so let's just talk to Sonia. And let's get started on the gym challenge. One thing I did like about Sword and Shield, compared to some of the other Pokemon games, is that it felt like it was trying to go back to some of the basics. And one of the things I've always thought was so nice about Gen 1 compared to some of the other Pokemon games is how simple it is in terms of the story and its priorities. It's mostly just to focus on you becoming a better Pokemon trainer, and it's not really bogging much else down. Everything in that game and its minimal narrative is there to really, it's there are individual moments that work, certainly, but for the most part that game's story is mostly just get good. really it's and so for a silent protagonist, your goals align with that of the player. It's the goal at the end of the day is just to beat the game. It's to become the best Pokemon trainer in the region. And so, Gen 8 kind of tries to revitalize that classic idea. It doesn't do it perfectly, and in fact it kind of does it very poorly, but it starts off appropriately, at least. It's mostly near the end where it just abruptly goes, oh fuck, everything's wrong, and everything gets messed up. But, for the most part, initially, it starts off strong and, just kind of focusing on, the gym and, really putting emphasis on, gym battles. Because, it's pretty inarguable that from Gen 3 onwards, all, Pokemon plots kind of got a little less relevant towards gyms and, doing them. And so it often would feel like there would just be separate stories going on that weren't really aligned, and it would be why you would get things like the actual climax of the game happening between badge 7 and 8, and then you just kind of well, that's the story climax, and now we just have gyms to do, and it's just it doesn't feel super connected. So that's to an extent here the idea of revitalizing, a focus on the gyms instead of wild, crazy, legendary events, the idea of that is pretty sound, and so I like that Gen 8 tried to do that. It just derails itself by focusing suddenly on a completely separate plot near the end of the game. But we'll get to that. For now, we've got, I think his name is Bede? Oh, we don't find out his name yet. Okay. Seriously, what a look, all he did was turn around and walk past you, Hop. What's your damage? Why are you so judgmental? Because he's wearing pink? People are allowed to wear pink. I'm Hop. I'm Leon's little brother and the next champion. What is their last name? Who knows? My preferred number. Well, we all know what my lucky number is. Okay. Well, that was easy. We have now signed up for the gym. Okay, so now we go to the Badoo drop-in, which is a funny pun. Okay. Hi! We're being very railroaded. But I guess it's fine, because it's not really there's much else to explore here anyway. Okay. You think that this is trying to say Badoo drop in? Because that's not enough, like, characters to spell Badoo drop. This would be in, certainly. Those upside-down L's could be N's, and that could be an I. So that could be in, but this, like... This just doesn't look like anything. Hey look, it's a guy holding a sword and a shield. Incredible. We got registered. Look into some of Galar's legends, I might figure something out. Okay. What's this then? It's the statue of the hero who once saved the Galar region. Long ago, a great black storm covered the Galar region. People called it the Darkest Day. The land was assaulted by gigantic Pokémon, but they were defeated by a single young hero bearing a sword and shield. This statue here is meant to depict the young hero of that legend. Does he have a name? You'll never know. Ah, yes. Meet Team Yell. The stupidest thing in this game, and that says a lot. Well, maybe not the stupid. It's a tough competition, but they're definitely stupid. We want to make sure that this person gets treated on nice and proper. You're gonna help us make some noise. Basically, they're literally just like noise-polluting ruffians. Oh yeah, I never actually finished ranting about Galarian and Zigzagoon. Cause like I immediately was like, these guys fucking suck, initially. But that was mostly just a very specific, a non-specific Galarian form rant. With the Galarian Zigzagoon line specifically, I hate it even more though. Because what bothers me is like the sort of like lore retcon that came with them. Where instead of like just being a new form of Zigzagoon, instead, this game and like the lore tried to make this is the original Zigzagoon. These are the true Zigzagoon. The Zigzagoon that you've known since 2000 and... what? 2002? 2003? I don't know when Ruby Sapphire came out, but... The Hoenn Zigzagoon! Those are the fake Zigzagoon! Those are the alternate forms! No, the real Zigzagoon are these Kiss wannabes! And it's just like, what the why? Why do that? Like, if you're gonna make a new Zigzagoon that's, like, really awkwardly modeled after a real-life band for some reason, sure, whatever. Go ahead. I don't like it, but okay, fine. But, like, then just basically undermining the original Zigzagoon line by being like, they're not the real ones. They're the alternate forms. The ones you've known all this time. That just really rubs me the wrong way. Granted, it's not like it's saying that they're fake Zigzagoon or anything. It's not like there's like a value difference on the Pokemon side between like Pokemon from one region and Pokemon from another region. Except, you know, for the fact that like what the new forms that are added later are the ones that usually get like the qualifying like terms like Galarian or because like it's not like we call them Cantonian Meowth, you know? Like, technically that's what you could call it, but like, generally, it's just Meowth, you know? I think what's really awkward about Team Yell and how worthless and pathetic they are, in a sense, I think what also makes it really awkward is that, like, their whole thing is that, like, they're making noise and being really loud in public environments and whatnot, and being disruptive. But, like, in the overworld, they don't make any noise. It's not even, like, a voice acting thing. It's, like, a literal, like, they're just not making noise, period. They don't say it. There's not, like, any, like, rah, rah, or any, like, fake disruptive anything. It's just all silent, so they don't even like they don't achieve anything. even in a meta sense. You just have to use your imagination, but then the imagination is just like, blah. And like, my annoyance with that, with the, like, use your imagination argument, which is an actual argument I've seen, I'm not just completely making it up, is that, like, it's so much easier to do that when, like, there's less, like, visibly there, physically there for you to, like, work with, you know? If there's less for you to work with in, like, the 2D games, there's more for your mind to fill in the gaps, fill in the blanks. Ever since Gen 6, but especially Gen 7, I would argue, it's pretty much impossible to do that now because everything is so, like, fleshed out enough that now where there are gaps, instead of feeling like it's a sense of, like, you can fill in the gaps yourself, it now feels like the creators are failing to fill in the gaps, you know? And so, like, that just... I'm not calling it lazy, I'm just calling it... Like, it feels like it's a design philosophy that's stuck around from the pixel art games, where, you know, there always is, like, some semblance of belief in logic, but then since it becomes 3D, it just becomes more awkward that things are, like this. Like, the fact that these two guys have the exact same model and animation, and it's like... That's a lot more acceptable in the case of a 2D game. But in a 3D game, it just looks really weird. Like, why are these people completely identical? Like, that doesn't make sense, and it's awkward and weird. And for a game that came out in 2019, it just doesn't feel right. And, like, this is the kind of thing that works okay in a 2D game, because, like, you can, like, kind of judge, and, like, even if they look the same from a sprite-based perspective, it's like, you know that it's just a representation. It's not, like, actually... It's all just a representation. But here, it's not a representation, it's just, this is what it is, and that's where the problem lies. So it's like, there's not really room for imagination, because, like, what are you supposed to imagine here? That there's, like, subtle differences between the two, when there very clearly aren't? That doesn't work. That argument doesn't work. And that bothers me, when people try to make that argument about games since Gen 7 onwards. Anyways, Team Yell, their entire deal is that they cheer for Marnie. And that's it. That's the only thing they do. They just basically heckle other gym competitors and get in the way, because they want Marnie to win. And so, that's all they are, and that's the evil team of this game, and, like, the annoying thing is, like, I don't even think it's necessarily bad that Marnie has, like, heckling, like, supporters. I think that's fine. Marnie is another rival slash gym challenger, so... I don't know, she's neat. Marnie's fine. Marnie's a fine character in this game. I don't dislike Marnie. I don't love her, but I don't... I like her. She's fine. She's acceptable. She's neat. She's got a nice design. Unlike some other Pokemon characters, I think she's designed fine. But, like, as far as, like, the way they work, it's annoying because it's, like, it really very clearly is just there to fill, like, some sort of quota for, oh, every Pokemon game needs an evil team. And it's, like, they're really running dry of, like, interesting evil teams to come up with. Especially since they're kind of trying to veer away from true, like, actual evil people. So it's just really awkward. And, like, you can say, like, oh, they're just meant to be a joke, like Team Skull. But the difference there is that Team Skull has an actual, like, valid reason to exist in the story. Team Yell doesn't. And we'll get into that. Anyways, we're gonna get the opening gym ceremony thing. Hi. Give me my uniform. Here we are. I'm now in a uniform. Look at that. 11. It's the number for me, and it has been for a long time. Totally not a cursed number for me. Totally not cursed. I embrace it. Hello. Hello, Rose. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Rose, chairman of the Pokémon League. I know that everyone gathered here, and everyone watching from home have all been waiting for this big moment. It is my pleasure to announce that finally the Galar Region Gym Challenge will now begin. Yes, the Gym Challenge. Participants must defeat the 8 gym leaders and gather the 8 gym badges to prove their skills as a trainer. Only the most worthy will have the honor of challenging the greatest champion in history. Now I would like to invite the gym leaders to show themselves. Let's see who we're gonna be fighting. This isn't actually a gym challenge, this is just like a pre-season show, I guess. Anyways, here's all 8 gym leaders. All 8 of them. The Fighting Farmer, here's Grass-type expert Milo. The Raging Wave is the Master of Water types Nessa. The Ever-Burning Man of Fire, here comes the Fire-type veteran Kabu. The Galar Karate Prodigy, nobody's better with fighting types than B. The Master of Fantastic Theater, it's the charming Fairy-type user Opal. The Hard Rock Crusher, please welcome the Rock-type Master Gordy. And last but not least, the Tamer of Dragons, it's Raihan, the top gym leader. That's all 8! Unfortunately, we're missing one. For no real reason whatsoever. These are the gym leaders in the Galar region that are proud to call our own. Is there any actual reason why they don't show the 8th gym leader, who's actually the 7th gym leader? I don't think there's a good reason for it. They just don't do it for some reason. And it's really weird. I don't get it. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't get why they don't show it off. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, that was that. Standing there on the pitch in the stadium in front of everyone, there's no words for it, but I can barely contain myself. My heart's racing. We'll have to take her word for it. You're the 2 trainers our champion endorsed himself. Delight to meet you. I'm Rose, of course. What's this? I see you both already possess Dynamax bands. How wonderful. It seems you 2 have been led here by the guiding light of the Wishing Stars. It was my wonderful company that invented those Dynamax bands, you know. I dare say this year's gym challenge is looking to be an absolute blast. Very good indeed. That means that the whole Galar region is in for some excitement. Gym challenge is an excellent opportunity to show off your Dynamax Pokemon. Terrible, urgent business, bye-bye. I will also say that the idea of taking, like, gyms and turning it into, like, a sporting event like this, it was also a very good idea on the case of Gen 8. Because, like, this is the kind of thing that the anime kind of sort of tended to do a lot often, was, like, making it into, like, a big, like, sporting event for the Pokemon world, but the games themselves never really did so. So, like, it's not necessarily an idea unique to Gen 8, but, like, Gen 8's the first game to really properly do it, and so I really appreciate that. It is a good vibe. So, I do approve of that design decision, and I think it makes sense. So, let's go to the first gym. In order to do that, all we need to do is head to the left. We've got 2 routes to go through and a cave. So we might not get to the first gym this episode, but we'll probably get pretty close. Unless I just skip as much of anything. Anyways, we can now fly anywhere we want to. So that's fun. Thank you, everybody, for cheering me. I'll become the champion, eventually. Going down this alleyway. I don't know what's over here. Looks like there's a TM all the way down here. And a fishing spot. What can you fish up here? No, I'm gonna guess it's a trubbish. Barboach. Okay, why have we suddenly been teleported into, like, a grassy plain? You had no other better backdrop than that to choose from? Very clearly not where we just were in the slightest. Okay. Cool. Like, I understand that you probably have, like, a set amount of, like, backgrounds to choose from, like, but that's seriously the best one you could have done from here? I don't know if that really was, but I guess they just might not have anything else. I don't know. Anyways. Look, another item. And here's another Pokémon Center. Hi, Hop, you're just standing here. Okay. It's time to fight. And we have suddenly, once again, been teleported into a grassy plain. Where did the entire town go? It's been disintegrated. Or maybe it's just off to the right. Alright. Let's see if I need to switch off of Jamie at any point. My prediction is no. That's a dead sheet. Typical, I should have known you'd mastered type matchups. That's the third time you've pointed this out to me, Hop. And he's only gonna keep doing it. Or he's gonna learn Fury Attack. I don't think I need that. Kinda funny, this is like the quickest I've filled out a Pokemon team, and we haven't seen a single other one of them yet. Because I haven't needed to switch off of Jamie in any capacity. At the very least, this groupie is equivalent to my level, but also... our green power keeps growing stronger! Also, Branch Poke is not going to do much to me, is what I was going to say. So I'll hit you with another Ember. Oh no, you're growling me as if I'm not using a special move. I am using a special move, right? Yep, it's a special move. Okay. You used a potion. Congratulations on slightly delaying your Groupie's inevitable demise, Hop. You wasted one of my PP. How dare you? Backed into a corner, you got it all wrong, mate. This'll just make my victory all the better. Your team is still the same, basically. It's just slightly leveled up. I don't have any berries on me, so I don't care. I'm gonna burn your bird. Burn the bird there, bird. Protect me. Alright, so I don't think I'm gonna need to swap off Jamie. Oh no, you've lowered my defense. Good thing I'm gonna kill you in 2 more moves. Potentially 1 if I get a crit. Darn. Oh, maybe. Maybe Bernie will kill you. Oh no, you're leering me again. Whatever will I do? Okay, you didn't die. But I'll quick attack, because you're probably not gonna have another potion. Huzzah! Yay! Was that really good training? Looks like I better keep my guard up. Okay, Hop. Sure. I don't care about leaf cards. They are mostly just glorified pictures. I can just Google them. I really want to look at them. Okay, moving on. We now have a new route. Hi. Stock up on items. I don't think I have one of you, so I'll get one of you, sure. This is Gossifleur. It's a flower thing. I am indifferent to it. It is fine. Has Sing. Well, I am now asleep. I'm sleep hopping. Well, if I'm asleep, I refuse to switch off of Jamie, so I'm just gonna chuck a Pokeball, see if it works. Alright. I now have a Gossifleur. And I think I'll name her after Harry, because she's technically supposed to be a botanist, and that works for a flower, right? I don't think I actually need splits. I think the evolution is the one that I'm missing. I don't think I have both of these, though, so I'm gonna catch a second. Alright, I'm still asleep. I'll probably wake up pretty shortly. There we go. I have woken up. I see, so the ability only comes into play if you physically directly attack it. Good to know. I have never really looked into the Gossifleur line, is the thing. Never really engaged with it, mostly because I just don't care for the Pokemon. It's like, I don't dislike it, I'm just indifferent to it. It's not... You know, you always got those Pokemon in any generation where it's like, you don't mind their existence, they're just not the Pokemon for you. And that's what these two are for me. This one and its evolution. Oh, hey! Lindy Pepperbean now has the Dottler part of Dot and Bubble. Haha, jokes. Radome Pokemon. It barely moves, but it's still alive. Alright. Reflect, Light Screen, Confusion. All these Psychic-type moves. Alright, and what's this one's name gonna be? I'll name her after another another companion who I'm indifferent towards. You know, I'll swap her with... I guess I just don't need both, and this one's higher level. So, sure, that works for me. Hello. What's up? Last Ray? You got a Vulpix. I'm actually a bit low on health with the game. But it's a fire type versus a fire type, and I've got a pretty strong double kick. So Ember's not gonna do much to me. How many Pokemon do you have? I need to look at my cap. Okay, you only just got the one. I can't see it! I can't see it on the TV, I gotta look at the capture! In a way, it's kind of a funny, like, little bit of difficulty where you just never know, where I just will never know actually how many Pokemon an opponent has. But the thing is, most trainers are only gonna have, like, 1 to 3. If I'm lucky, they'll have 3. Oh, my favorite Pokemon, Galarian Zigzagoon. Is that a Trubbish? Yeah, it's a Trubbish. We got some heal balls. Neat. I'm not really going to use these at any other point, and at this point I'm kind of amusingly doing my best to make it so that I don't have to switch off of Jamie until absolutely necessary, so I'll use a potion while I have them. I'm sure eventually I will have to switch off of Jamie at some point, but for now I just think it's kind of funny to see how long I can keep going without switching out of Jamie. Anyways, you're a dark type, so I'm gonna kick you. Okay, apparently you're not a dark type. What type are you then, Pancham? Because normal would have also taken extra damage from double kick. What the hell type is Pancham? Fighting? Is Pancham fighting? It might be dark fighting, or maybe Pangoro is definitely dark fighting. Pancham might just be fighting. I don't know. Either way, it's surprisingly bulky. Oh. Oh, no! No, you ended my streak! How dare you! I wanted to see how long I could last, and you immediately canceled it! You are going on my hit list! Fine, I'll struggle bug you to death, I guess. Fuck you! Well, I guess I can switch off of Jamie whenever I want to now. Wait, you're not dark type yet. I just found that out. I can use Confusion on you. Yeah, okay, it must be fighting type. Alright. Okay. Oh, hey! Jamie's evolving into Raboot. The Highlander is now a ninja. Its thick and fluffy fur protects it from the cold and enables it to use hotter firing moves. Yay. Alright. Let's hope I don't get circle thrown again. You're down to burn heal. I will totally need that. Donkey, you're another trainer. I'm gonna cut you out. Unless you have a Gen 8 Pokemon. We defeated him. My Pokemon are way too strong. Yay. Oh, hi, Sonia. You're just staring at smokestacks. I looked real ace. Where's Hop? He went on ahead. He can't sit at all. He wants to catch up to Leon. I tell you about something interesting. See that building over there? It's a company owned by Chairman Rose. Just past Route 3, there's a mine where they dig up ore. That building over there processes it into energy. In other words, the Chairman is responsible for providing the Galar region with its energy, too. Can't really say I get him, but the Chairman seems like a pretty brilliant guy, right? Here's a little something for having a chin wag with me. It's an escape rope. Sonia, why do you use language like this? I'll heal up your Pokemon, too. The way to Turf Field is pretty long, but it's a kind of challenge in its own right. Good luck, Gym Challenger. Okay. Ah, these guys. Similar to the buggies that I've got. Roly-Coly is another Pokemon that I used on my original team. And they're okay. I like the final evolution, Colossal. It's neat. It's fine. Similarly to the bugs, though, is that I only have in my living dex the final evolution. I don't have the pre-evolutions. So I'm going to catch one to just box, and I'll catch another for later. So, and I'll catch another one to evolve, basically. And I'll name this guy... I don't know, I'll name him Ben. Alright, and you're next. And now we got a second one. And this one I'll actually put on the team. And I'll name her after the Doctor's greatest companion. Bessie. That's a very funny joke. If you know anything about Doctor Who. Goodbye, Lindy. I don't need you anymore. I've now officially evolved you to the point where you matter. Hello, police officer. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. Oh, you're not a police officer. You're a mailman. Fine, I won't beat the crap out of you. I'll just... Oh, you have a Delibird. Never mind, you're going down. You're going down. I will never forgive Delibirds. Well, luckily, I've got a fire type. I think this is the first time I've actually used a fire type starter in a Let's Play since Gen 1, since Pokemon Blue. Because I used Torchic in Omega Ruby, but that wasn't a Let's Play. And same with Cyndaquil in Legend Arceus, that wasn't a Let's Play. And while I did choose Tepig in Black 2, I also intentionally was like, I'm not using a starter in this game, I'm just getting this because I want it for... Because it's like in Sega, I had a Tepig, but I wasn't going to actually use it, and I didn't use it. So... yeah. Okay, it's taking a lot longer than I expected to kind of go through all of this, which is kind of pleasantly surprising to me, I guess. I remembered the start of this game being very quick. Oh, you got... okay. I was thinking, like, it's Firebug, so I was like, oh, it'll be neutral. I guess I can double kick it. I don't know if that's gonna be bad or not. Okay. Oh no, a pink spring! Yeah, okay, that does a decent amount of damage. Yeah, the thing about... I actually really like Sizzipede. I think it's an awesome Gen 8 Pokemon. It's like Bacon Centipede. I think it's cool. I would use one, except I don't know if I want to or not because of the fact that I went with a Fire-type starter. so it's like, I'm not sure. So I don't think I'll use one, but I don't know, maybe. It depends. I might use one for a little bit. Because I've definitely doubled up on team members for a little bit, and there's some team members that I think I would want to get that are later in the game anyway. So, I could see myself using a Sizzlepede soon enough. I mean, like, I guess the thing is, it's not like I'm using anyone other than Jamie right now. I'm basically waiting until the game requires that I do so. I think I can probably get through the mine here, and then end the episode, because if I recall correctly, it's not very long at all. Your sister? My guess is that she's at the other end of the line, I guess. I don't know. Welcome to Galar Mine. Let's see what's in here. Worker Keith. We got a Roggenrola. You know what? Even if you have Sturdy, doesn't matter, because I got Double Kick. And it wouldn't matter anyway, because you're apparently very... well, you're very sturdy. Well, I'll give you that. Okay. I get it. You use Tackle and not an actual Rock-type move? Okay, sure. Alright, bye. Get something else? No? Okay. And what's over this way? Rock Blast. Okay. That'll be good if I aim to use any Rock-type Pokemon. And over here is Great Balls. Okay. That guy is basically an optional fight. Place looks nice. I like the visual design of it. Just a shame that it really doesn't amount to much. Alright. Since I've very clearly shown that you can, like, walk right past this woman, I will cut her out. So one of the things I mean when I say, like, shame it doesn't amount to much is that, like, the thing about the caves in Galar, and honestly most of the areas in general in Galar, is a lot of people, like, criticized how basic a lot of the map designs are in this game. Like, there's not really much to do in most of them. Like, compared to some of the sprawling dungeons of previous games, Galar doesn't really have a whole ton going for it in a lot of its areas. So a lot of people would looked at, like, the Galar mines and were just like, oh, that's disappointing. It's not really much of a dungeon, huh? And to an extent, I understand and agree. It's not the most exciting. But I guess my counter-argument to that, relatively, is that, like, I don't think most of the caves in previous Pokemon games are very fun anyway. Like, I don't like Victory Roads much, in case you have forgotten all my various rants about some of those. I think the worst of it was Gen 6's. Yeah, I don't tend to love, like, Victory Roads. I don't love... I mean, like, Even in Gen 1, like, Rock Tunnel and Mount Moon are kind of annoying. Mount Coronet sucks. Dark Cave is annoying. Like, while I get the argument of, like, other games had more involved dungeons in caves like this, I feel like my argument is that they're still not particularly fun. I mean, remember Chargestone Cave? Like, as neat as the gimmick there is, I despise Chargestone Cave. So, yeah, I will happily take this instead. Anyways, I'm gonna cut you out because you're just for an optional item. Okay. Heavy-duty boots. That's a useful item. Okay, 2 super potions. And this is gonna be not exactly where we end the episode, but one more battle and then we end the episode. Because we now have to fight Pinkman. Bede. Coming this way, I advise against it. Any trainer with a wishing star is in for a beating from me and my Pokémon. Hi. You. You're the gym challenger endorsed by the champion, aren't you? What a joke. You are aware that the champion is more important than the chairman is more important than the champion, right? I was chosen by the chairman himself, so that makes me more amazing than you. I suppose I should prove beyond doubt just how pathetic you are and how strong I am. Alright, Bede. I like Bede as well. He's neat. As much as I will dog on this game eventually for some of its writing decisions, I do think at least some of its core cast is fun, and Bede is one of them. I'm just giving your Pokemon a little chance to shine, that's all. All I did was use one attack, and you have to interrupt everything, and you're annoying. Ooh, nice crit. Alright. Even once you learn Flame Charge. Ooh. My attack is higher than my special attack as well, so that's just flat out incredible. I'll get rid of Growl. Sure. I don't know, I haven't been using any of these guys. I don't really care too much about their moves right now. Gothita! So here's the weird thing about Bede, is that, like, he's actually meant to be a Fairy-type trainer, but so far all of his Pokemon have been Psychic-type. That greatly lowers my attack. No, attack and defense. Alright, well, this might not kill you now, which is annoying. Nope, it still killed you, okay. Works for me. Yeah, it's a weird thing that he's like, I mean, he's meant to be a Fairy-type trainer, but he mostly just has Psychic types. Oh dear, what have I been doing? Well, whatever, let's just get this over with. And now he sends out an actually new Pokemon, Hatena! It is a little thing. I think Hatena is fine. It's another Pokemon that I am indifferent towards. It's basically this game's version of Ralts. Or Gothita, if you want to look at it from that perspective. And I think it's fine. Some people like it more than me. Some people dislike it more than me. I am indifferent, and that is how my mind works. Okay. You defeated Pokemon Trainer Bede. I see, well that's fine. I wasn't really trying all that hard anyway. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. I suppose you're more able than I thought. Does that grammatically make sense? I feel like capable is the word you wanted to use there. Not just able, but oh well. Naturally, I'll remember your battle style and strategies now. I'm sure to easily defeat you if and when we face each other in an official match. Now that we've established that, I won't waste any more time on you. I've already gathered every wishing star in this area. Was he, like, intending to steal it from me if he won? Probably. He is meant to be, like, the sort of, like, jerk rival in this game. Which I appreciate in that regard. The fact that they have one at all, even if he isn't particularly difficult. Anyways, now that I'm talking to your sister and getting a full heal, we got out the Galar Mine. Next time, we're gonna get to the next town. We're gonna get to the gym finally, and actually be able to progress a little more into the game past like the tutorial area. But I think it's going fine. Long episodes, but it is what it is. So, for now, I'm gonna save my progress. And next time on Let's Play Pokemon Sword, we're gonna finally get to the first gym. So, see you guys then.